joining us for today's Made in the Tri-State, we have the owner of Signature Laser Creations, Don Fraley. Don, this is going to be a great segment. Thanks so much for being here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
I'm so excited for everyone to see what you do. How did you get started with laser engraving?
I actually had a laser machine that I used in a different part of my business. And I found it just so creative that I bought 2 Thunder brand industrial grade lasers that are just phenomenal. And I started experimenting and doing different things, and it just took off.
Yeah, you are creating some really amazing artwork. Jay, I'm going to have you come over here too. This is, explain, Don, if you want to explain while Jay has the camera up close on this, because there's no glass on this one. Explain what this actually is. What is the material? And you were telling me a little bit before about it.
Yeah, this is actually a Baltic birch. And I arranged the grain, if you can see it, to flow with the picture.
Yes.
And the laser beam itself on these particular machines are only about the diameter of your hair, which is a 7/1000th of an inch. And then as it cuts each line back and forth, it only comes up each line about the thickness of a sheet of typing paper, which is somewhere around 3/1000ths of an inch. So it's going back and forth and only coming up the thickness of a sheet of typing paper. And this particular image takes just a little over 6 hours to burn.
6 hours?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Yep.
Now, we have a few of these on display here, and Jay, I do want to show, this is what Don brought for me today. Don is from the city of Russell, and I have my own challenge coin lasered by Don. So, what else do you make with these machines?
Make just about anything you can imagine, anything that wants to be engraved. Of course, the market today is saturated with, everybody has a cup that has something lasered on it. But we do custom designs on just about any kind of material. That's why I bought the Thunder brand lasers, because they're an industrial grade, and they will do anything on just about any material. We cut acrylic, obviously cutting boards and custom signs, just about whatever you can think of.
That's what I was going to say. So if someone has something in mind and say, hey, we have a picture of this, I know this is the Last Supper and there's different pictures here. If someone has something in mind, can they bring it to you and then you actually make it into this?
I can. If it's a good quality picture. The laser and the program I use is so sensitive that if it has any tiny little flaw in it at all, it thinks that's part of it. So it'll pick it up. So you've got to be kind of careful. And even the wood structure, or I can do it on metal and several things, but even the wood structure, if you'll notice on this one, I made the wood grain look like part of the storm.
I can tell. It's very pretty.
So you engrave it a certain way. But I did these because there's a story behind each one of these in the Bible about Jesus calming the sea, walking on the water, the Last Supper, and then the woman at the well. So there's a whole story behind these.
And Don, talk a little bit about now. Is this something you're doing in your free time, or? Kind
of, but while I'm working in the other part of my shop, like I told you earlier, this it takes 6 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to stand there and watch it for 6 hours, right? So I put the machines to work, and I go back to
something else.
And then I check on them from time to time, obviously, yeah. So,
how fun.
Yeah, it is. And it kind of took off.
Right. And now, have you always had a creative side?
Yeah. I've always liked making things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how can everyone find you, Don, in case they see your artwork right now and say, hey?
Yeah. Signature Laser Creations is on Facebook. I haven't developed a website yet because this thing has just kind of taken off. So Signature Laser Creations, and there may be one other one in it that has a similar name, but mine has the 2 dancing horses.
We're seeing it up on the screne right now. That's your logo up there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure is. And reach out to me. My phone number and so forth is on there.
All's on there.
And I'll try to create what you have in mind if possible.
Well, Don, I appreciate you coming in, and I've never been handed a challenge coin with my own name on it, so I will cherish this forever.
That particular picture was an old antique frame that a lady found in her garage and gave to me, the one with the gold around it. And I was able to refurbish that frame to match that Last Supper.
That one. Well, it is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Don, we just appreciate you coming in, and everyone can find you on Facebook. And if you have a business or know someone that does have a business, this should be featured right here on Made in the Tri-State. Just scan that QR code you see right there, and it will take you to the JOT form to fill out for Made in the Tri-State. Thanks, Don.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
And coming up